An unwelcome visitor. Claudian's eyes are brimming with the excitement of discovery. Excite me. Tai, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Yeah, buddy? Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Tai. Being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid I had quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. You and me both, buddy, you and me both. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning. With a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown, they cried out for deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creatures under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of divine monstrosity wrought of mythical beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions, Themis and Ericophonis, was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelis. But the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Yes. Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically, the yearning to be made whole, and indeed ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Shocked face. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Tai grace us with his protection? I'm afraid he has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rusinor. Namely, to seek out the secrets that lie within Pandemonium, where this all began. From all what we heard, it appears that the time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there were any unanticipated changes. Alright. You wearing the Scion boots? Who gave you permission to do that? As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloguing the ancient creations. It's a job, innit? You can't mean, do you intend to research the crystal on your own? Yeah, yes. That would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I've already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I'm going to come and save your ass at some point, aren't I? I apologise for that somewhat abrupt departure. When the progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought to those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystals seem loath to be overheard. Much that spoke only to you last time, none but the Professor have been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve the puzzle on his own. Surely after some time he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for the crystals seemed to be simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return I'm certain he'll be back to his useful self. As for you, Tai, it may be best for you to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Travelling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There's something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. And if we know anything about ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Indeed. Ah, brilliant! Delving into those records may shed light on the creatures Ty has yet to encounter. If your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only a strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it like a carb on it. Okay, baby. I just want to check. So what? So you need 2 for that, 4 for that, 2 for that, 4 for that, 2 for that. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go for like the head and over the gloves or the legs, shoes. Sorry. So I need 2 of each. I've predetermined everything. Are you gonna? What do you do? No, mate. Move to Elpis. I'm off to Elpis, I am. What is it? It's not in Norbrand. I mean, I know you have to get to the Crystal Tower to get there, but still. Jesus Christ, all those side quests. Bloody hell. One day. One day. I think I've done them all in FFXIV now. That's about it. That is about it. Maybe I've done them all in Labyrinthos, actually. But then that is about it. Alright, this is Femis, right? As a player. Hello, buddy. Do you miss me? Mr. Ladybubus? Ah, I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. You seek records of Pandemonium's creations. Master Femis has just finished pursuing the very same. No, you can tell me all about them. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssus. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric Furnoy's capacity to watch over Asphodelis while I'm away. I have a request. No names like this if there's no voicing. I don't know how to pronounce that without a voice telling me. He works diligently to master Intimate, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions than I would like to chase down. Rest assured it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us near the Naos to Pandemonium. Don't know what Naos is. Is it bad that I'm not in my robes? I did come in my robe last time, didn't I? I think I can change it here, can I? I know they increased the places you can change it, but I don't think they made it so you can just change your glamour. In places like anywhere. Places like anywhere. Which one is it? Yeah, okay. Okay. I understand. I am saddened, but I understand. Well, I did get this gear technically kind of from this raid, so makes sense. I probably should have TP'd, shouldn't I? Was there not a... Oh. Well, no mind then. Could do with the bloody ether right here. Femis, get on it. Get on it, boy. It's nice to be back here. I have missed it. It's a nice day as well for it. Looks beautiful in the clear skies. The skybox is just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Always sad when you come here and it's like foggy. Oh, I find it sad anyway. I like to see it in the light. As a player, I thought that was an NPC. I'm like, you're not wearing the right robe. What's going on here? Hey, buddy. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Ericobonis were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looked to his father with bold hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Yes, familiar. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not quite unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source, and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. Alright. What you got, boyo? My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Femis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? Well, that's true. The creatures they're taking to there would be here first, right? At first I thought it'd be a simple matter of convenience. Those creations, which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis, could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot feel that the Academia Andea would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found here? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you summarized, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet as the years passed, interest changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. Alright. That is quite the change, and in fact it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the Chief Keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So, if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? Are we being accused? I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master Lahab Brea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit as of late their communication has been somewhat sporadic, we but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. So, meh. Is how that reads. Really? And you are certain that the keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I shall take my leave. While you are permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. Peace out, bitches. A-Town. All is well. A blatant lie, into that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not what our adversary sent to that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. I'm happy to return, but I'm sad to leave this place. Alrighty. Returning to Pandemonium. Yo, jellyfish, what up? I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Ericophonis at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. I'm sure we'll be right. We have returned. Forgot just how fucking creepy it was. Oh hi, were you waiting for us? That's nice of you. What are you doing? What's this bullshit? Sir? So, what on earth are you doing? Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain that spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? There's a big eyeball with wings. There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights too high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar at the Phoenix, but that monster is locked away. That it is, in spite of the trouble I went to freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but with control as Asphodelis wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you, and make you pay for the chaos you sowed. Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of Lahab Brea, your father. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I've heard those words many times, The scolding of a tutor whose students struggled to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone. Not even the keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last, you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. We're coming, buddy, don't worry. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. Ah, there's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know, boy. What are you? I thought I had to put boy in there, you know. Just felt fitting. Uninvited guests join our reunion. Seems fortune no longer favors you. Other way around, mate. Come here, buddy, don't you worry. Got my scythe and everything. See? Whee. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle? Let alone bowing to your will? I'm no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. Aye, that's me. So those are the heroes who brought Hesperus low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. Rude. Yeah, get out of here, you jabroni. Alright, well, the team's back together. At long last. It's only been 8 months. Has it been 8 months? I think it's probably 8 months, I know. Just what was that familiar after? Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I should have to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can frawl over familiar creation and keyword alike. Your papa. FFXIV seems to have quite the story to tell. Perhaps we should lend an ear? Masks of the Father. FFXIV certainly knows the identity of Pandemonium's assailant. I'm glad one of us do. Oh wait, we all do. Okay, maybe Famous doesn't. But I do. Fourth wall, bitches. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Brea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few within the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale. Let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny. Even as it provides him with the authority to wield dangerous magics, it may serve as a veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by La Habrea, not the one I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? I mean, I met him like way in the future. And he did some crazy shit, but that was after years of like losing your home and, you know. Although I guess he just lost his wife, hasn't he? La Habrea, Still too early to say for certain, yeah. The La Habrea then would be very different to the one now, I think. Yeah, truly is a puzzle, with many missing pieces. Still, I see you do not deny outright the possibility that La Habrea is a man with few scruples. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be the one to let emotions stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. I think he's trying to bring his wife back, right? Well, although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are even ever more unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Send me in. I'm ready, coach. Though we must move forward with no excessive caution. La Habrea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. Sounds Gucci to Michi. I shall stay by Erechphonis' side, in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Yeah, what else is new? Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. You calling me fat? That's rude, I've been working out. I've been doing shit on my island. You have any idea how much walking that takes? How much hacking? Sir! Don't ignore me, son. Oh, we're just going straight to the first one, huh? Alright. That was quick. Just what is La Habrea planning? And what role do I play in his schemes? Judging from the demeanor of that familiar, there is little doubt that our enemy has a tight grip on Pandemonium and its denizens. We will be vulnerable. Aren't we always? Alright. Duty finder. Looking for Endwalker, I am, aye. I guess we're getting to the 5th circle. Join. Man. I'm going to, let's wait for this, have a little Google. I want to see which boss drops which loot. So, the loot table I'm looking for, isn't it? Yes, that's the one. Perhaps this. Ember's orchestrion roll. That's not really what I want to know. Shit. Shit. Not very helpful. Okay, so the helmet drops from the 5th, 6th, and 7th. gauntlets from the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the greaves from 5th, 6th, 7th, and... Oh no, that doesn't come in the 7th, so just 8th, okay. Well, we'll try for the gloves and the helmet. Imagine a lot of people are gunning for the chest piece, right? So it's got that fancy little circle on it. I thought we were splitting up. Well, I mean, I'm glad we're not. It was a terrible idea. I could have swore Famous was like, I'm staying with him, you go on ahead. I guess I was slightly ahead. Well, this is concerning. Oh, it's the boy, this carbon girl boy, right? I appreciate that they knew just to bring me in here. Didn't even bother bringing those two. Are they going to be in the gauges, maybe? Mythic creation, proto-carbon core. You went through an interesting evolution, sir. I'll give you that. Power! Alright. I apologize in advance for how terrible this is going to be. I don't know what any of the bloody mechanics are. Someone's done this 25 times. That seems excessive. Just follow what everyone else does. So those mean he goes and does the thing ahead. Ooh, okay. Is that unavoidable? Seems like it. What do we do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Can we buy it? Oh, we can't buy it. I don't understand what happened there, to be honest. But there was something I was supposed to do, I don't get it. Oh, hello. Ooh, what does that mean? What are they gonna do? Just AoE. Alright, I thought that meant they were gonna do something else instead of those things floating around it. But I guess not. Oh, come on, I can't move around. You put... Oh, you bastard. Cheeky bastard. I don't really... Oh, boy, okay. Was there a way out of there? Can you move through those? I guess there must be. So there's someone else in there with me. So get behind, right? Oh, I should have done this on the first day now. I feel bad that other people know what they're doing. And I don't. AoE one. It's AoE one. I'm sure it's the AoE. I'm just gonna die to fucking AoE damage, yeah? Acidic Slaver. Slaver, I guess, is what that's supposed to be. Oh, come on, I'm in the middle of a thing, you jerk. No respect. No fucking respect. What is going on? They're liking these little cutscenes, aren't they? In the middle of the raids these days. They're cool, huh? He's a fucking wrestler. It's a cage match. Does this mean we're not going to have those stupid force shields anymore? Because I don't understand what was going on with those. What that slime over do to you, mate? Well, that all happened. No, that was a mistake. Oh, it took me out of my bloody fucking thing as well. Oh no, not this bullshit. There's someone's... Whoa, what? Can you, like, oh, you can just go through them. Okay. Weird. Alright, follow everyone else. I don't really get it. I just assumed you wouldn't be able to walk through them. They look like some kind of force field. Okay, that was not an AoE. I thought it would be, but it wasn't. Ah! Jerks. Okay. Ooh, fucking hell! I didn't mean to press that. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I meant to press my Z and I pressed my other thing. I need to behave. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. What a dummy. What a dummy. I died to not even a mechanic. Oh shit, I've lost my fucking... Okay, people are over here. Do I want to be here? Yeah, because there's no green bauble. I'm not even focusing much on my bloody positionals in here. Well, I mean, how am I supposed to go? I could do my little E thing. Oh god, what's this? I don't understand this. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's scary. I don't like it. I'm terrified. People are over here. I'm going. No, come on! Fucking hell! I wonder what the giveaway there is. Oh, well, at least I died to a mechanic. Well, that was supposed to. Okay, see what everyone else does. So are we safe in here? Is it crystal? Okay. Wait for them to. Okay. I think I get it. So the teeth one I do not get for now. It's going to take a few times for that to batten down. I can't believe there are people right in here that have done it 24 fucking times. I get that they want the loot they're going for, but you seems like habit. I feel like I want to be through here. Did I? We go in here? They don't seem to be. Okay, never mind. That was stupid of me. Because he hit the thingy. I get it. Oh my lordy boy! Alright, this one doesn't seem that bad, but it's going to take some getting used to. Okay, so I don't think I want to be in here, right? I want to be in here. Alright, this mechanic is easy enough to get on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. It only did the teeth thing once though, so it's hard to get a handle on that. It took a few goes, I guess. Hello? What are you doing here? Oh, this is what you're practicing. Okay. Like, it's been 8 months, alright. I'm allowed to forget stuff. So long, carbuncle. That could have gone worse. I died twice, only once to a mechanic. Though I came very close to dying. Alright, where's the loot? So I want... okay, just press everything else. I'm out of here. Okay, so the helmet is in 5th. And the gloves are in all, so just focus on the helmet for now. So, this is where the research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Eric Funos and I were conveyed not far from here. Seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. I'm used to it. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Let's hope I got the character right. Yeah, okay. Buddy? Long time no see, if it truly is you. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you. Is it you, though? I've seen the theory that his kid is the real La Habrea from the future. And I'm not opposed to that being true, I think. Like, I think that's probably they're onto it. I'm all too familiar. Aragon. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am La Habrea of the Convocation of 14. Oh, was I not supposed? Does Paragon mean something else? I guess I thought that was like a... No, whatever. I knew it was you. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Can it now? Themis! Ah! What is this? What are you doing to my buddy? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. Bring it, bitch. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Erikafonos as wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. His mama. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Erikafonos. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Teeth. See my teeth, baby. Erikafonos, wait. There is a question I must ask first. If you are truly La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Oh, a simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. Shut up. That's my boy. You don't talk to him like that. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the Convocation, and would never suffer in its denigration. You sully his station with this farce. Interesting. Themis, what are you saying? Laha Breyer and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Laha Breyer would never call me by my name, Femis. Call you Elidibus. Ooh. Oh, hello. The real deal. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? What trouble have you gotten us into, sir? Imposter! You have no right to claim that form. That mask. Oh. Who the fuck are you? What? Who? Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of Laha Breyer, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Oh. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that abide by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Nice callback. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Elecvinus, listen well. I am Hephaestus, and it is I whom you should call father. Oh, he does have your hair color. What in the name of creation? That look. Seems like he's speaking the truth. We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return safely, so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the Laha Breyer I know. I feel like you're the one who needs to be explaining, sir. Was not expecting family drama, but here we are. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology for calling me a frickin' simulacrum. As Laha Breyer said, I am Elidibus of one of the convocation and emissary of their will. Don't worry, buddy, I know. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, hardly an excuse for my deception. It's alright, pal. I knew. That's true. Whatever your name is, you're still Femis to me. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time. But first, let me assure you my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as Laha Breyer suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. I mean, you think I'm a familiar anyway, so... Are you truly bothered? Please, help him. Save him. Assuming that's the mum, right? She's in the concept art. Well, there's a lady in the concept art. Makes sense for it to be the mum, Athena. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of ether you possess. Thank you. I still don't understand. As you are aware by now, I am known as Elidibus, after my dear friend Azam. And I detected irregularities in Pandemonium. We decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. You You're good friends with Azam, are you? Lovely. Good to know. I'm sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was. So I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azam nor I have ever met you in the flesh, you came with his highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so familiar to himself was out there amused Azam to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in his heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanar, who held the position of Azam previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. True, it's not wrong. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. As she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. Oh buddy, you just travel with me for as long as you want, pal. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I just wanted to tell you that. I feel the same way, pal Jim. Oh, I get that anyway, do I? What am I name? I've got less of those, we'll get them. I admit my own grasp on what just occurred is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can elucidate matters for us. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. I can hear. Akiwa's jail. Arukiphonos is resolutely avoiding his father's eye. Why'd you give him such a dumb name? La Habrea? I'm just gonna call you Eric from now on. I'm sorry, it has to be done. I don't know how long it's been since last we spoke, La Habrea. And truth be told, I'd hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is it? That thing that called himself La Habrea. And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azam and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. Rude. So you knew of this existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer to another to masquerade as one of the congregation. Not without good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. Interesting. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, Was he right to do so? His words were but ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. A chief key ward at Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. That seems rather extreme, sir. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? 'Tis a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium, if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. As them and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief key ward must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No. You spared nearly a fourth of our own aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Ty has stood against. Aye. Yeah, that's me. Ty, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? I came back to the future from the past to the future. He is a guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. It's true. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Ty. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. That's my boy. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Hesphatos, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to gain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the Emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even if La Habrea would be compelled to listen. Buddy? Buddy? As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as famous can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Look into my eyes. I believe in you. I believe in you, Themis. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright, and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creatures we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Ty's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember, boy. Giving him a bit of a Kratos vibe. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Ty, come find me when you're finished. Will do, buddy. What a lovely family gathering. Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Part of what I do, sir. Part of what I do. Okay. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray, call me Themis for the time being. It shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact, I may be coming to prefer that name. Oh. You have done all you can with words. Only your actions can convince me now. Wonder if, in the end, Elidibus remembered that he was, Themis, when he got all his stones back. I assume he had forgotten it prior to that. And you went all the way back here, didn't you? Thank you. Come here. Come on, you silly sausage. Got work to do. You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other key wards did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried in Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know, at last, what befell her. What do you think, Ty? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? He always was a man who worked from the shadows. Once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. True. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. It's also true. So, have I told them that I'm from the future? Because Elidibus called me, familiar. Presumably not, so that would mean nothing to him. He always was a man who worked from the shadows. It's true. Well, that in and of itself is a reason for suspicion. He's one of the convocation, who must forge the path for mankind. Naturally, not all of their activities are conducted within the public eye. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Ty. It is easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, providing to La Habrea what we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssus. Yes. Yes. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us. And seeing as we require every advantage we can afford, Tai, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. I'm on it. Researchers of different layers seldom contact one another unless work is involved, and I know next to nothing about the keyword of Abyssos. Any morsels of information La Habrea can offer would be a boon. Alright, dude. Just you watch me do that. Very spoopy. Very spoopy indeed. You got anything new, Themis? Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray, call me Themis for the time being. Okay. Good to know. Alright, you miserable sod. Come on. Turn around. We're doing a talk. Eric appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azam. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have ever seen, even among the countless concepts I've observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Azam never ceases to surprise. Yeah, my boy is so proud. He's so proud. Good old Azam. The previous Azam was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter. The true danger of Azam's nature is in its tendency to infect all those he comes into contact with. Yeah, I do have a habit of that. Hamid Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as an emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keywords reaches far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation. Or perhaps they've been transformed to the deeper circles. Yet, Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. Alright. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. Yes. Please do elaborate. If I'd hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemaphos, doubtless against her will. Tai, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Alright, I'm in. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I'm very much look forward to seeing how they carry you. The fucking side-eye. They both seem to love a good side-eye. Alright, you two, Jesus. Makeup. Bloody hell. Give your boy a hug. Hegemone was a woman of reason and logic. She would never be swayed by Hephaestus' wretched schemes. I hope she was not made to suffer overmuch. Let us not change a strategy that has served us well thus far. Bring Hegemone to heel tie, and Eric and I shall enter her when the time is right. Now we prove our strength. Only then can we free the other warders and unveil the truth hidden in Pandemonium's shadow. Right, I'm gonna go Q, of course, and then I'm gonna go to Lou while I'm in the queue. BLB. Guess who's back? Back again. So let's see, shall we? In the course of investigating the legendary Phantom Realm on behalf of the students of... That's not the one. Well, never mind. Never mind. It's safe from my reading. Okay, well this will be interesting. The first one was scurry, but it wasn't too bad. I think I've got most of it figured out now. It will take a few times to get it down properly, like, but it's just the teeth one that I didn't really get enough practice on. Oh, this place. You've seen a screenshot of this, right? Oh, well, hello there. You've not changed too much. It's got like a little tentacle thing and some wings. Yeah, could be worse. Okay, we've got squares again. Got the fucking Xenomorph on her. Oh, very fancy. Alright. Zoom out. Okay. The music. Okay, so this is a square thing. I think here? I feel like this is a thing. I don't know. They're going in that direction, right? Okay, I don't know. That didn't... They just... They just seem to go up. Okay. That was lucky. Had no idea that was coming. Chorus Exude. Oh, okay, Chorus Exude does that. Okay. Was it glowing somewhere? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's definitely glowing somewhere. quite noticeably, it turns out. I'm gonna assume that's an AoE. Drop from the inside out. Okay, what do they do? Run away? Just break a tether? I don't know. I don't understand. I'm just gonna go here, I don't know. Parasite attaches to you. What do we do? Oh, I don't like this. What? Okay. So turn away then. Alright. so I guess you can't do anything to break the tether or anything. Good to know. So you just want to like get to the edge and face the side, I guess. The easiest way to do it. Polyminoid. What's a polyminoid? So the squares again. I guess just this guy's going here, and I reckon they might know something. I feel like the way they're facing has to come into play at some point. Oh. I guess not then. Oh, yeah. Maybe it did, I wasn't really paying attention to the big yellow things. Oh shit, you're facing that way, are you? And then we're going this way. Usually I'm fine with these. The only time this mechanic's screwed me is in Boja. One of them desert, and I just cannot get my head around it. Okay, well I don't think we need to move, do we? We just wait. Okay. Easy peasy, alright. Okay, doesn't seem too bad then. A lot of moments where I'm not actually doing any hitting. Definitely be cleaner at this, that's for sure. That puts this stuff on the floor, right? Oh no! I don't get it. Which one's moving? Which bit's actually doing the move? It's in the pole's like in the middle of 4 of them. Are all 4 of them moving? I don't like that. That's very confusing. Oh god. So yeah. Yes. Okay. I think it is the 4 of them. Fucking hate positionals. God damn it. I don't really understand why they feel every melee class has that. Oh god. Oh well, I got hit by that. And that. Oh, that was nasty. I feel like melee already has it more annoying. You know, you have to be in melee range to bloody hit. I'm the only person that's died so far. That's embarrassing. Totally misread the situation. Alright, I'll put this on me. Always remember. Oh, I guess I didn't have it. Oh, come on. This is mean. Okay, so they're not like... Oh, whatever. I did this a bit early, but anyway. I doubt there's a... Oh, that was pretty thick and close to me, mate. Shit, fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Fucking fucking stupid. Ah! They turn around. Oh. Okay. Oh, God. Alright. Where's people going? Yeah, okay. Okay. God, I died twice in both now. I feel like a right fucking idiot. Especially this one. I had no right dying in this one. There's no excuses for it. I don't know why I'm doing it in this form, but I am. For style points, I guess. Alrighty. I feel like they should do this a little bit after I leave the thingy, right? Otherwise I'm just making people wait whilst they watch it. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. I goofed though. Pretty bad. Just running into the bloody green thing was... I thought I was going to turn around. I guess I didn't click my right clicker. Okay, let's see. Loot. With the helmet. I didn't. So that. I don't want that. So... we do want those, but we'll wait and see if we get the helmet first. Why do people take so long? That's pretty easy. I feel bad. Unless you're me, I guess. Alright, we'll get to the two helms. We've won! The keyword is sealed away and alight this time. La Habrea can't deny us now. We can bloody well try though. I could sense that from here that Agamemnon had been contained. The effect of Hephaestus' tinkering is even more dire than I had imagined. As is to be expected, Eric appears to be quite pleased with our victory. Servant of violence, Eric seems eager to dispel La Habrea's doubts. We go for his Eric. Drop some knowledge. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Agamemnon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I'm not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, Ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Hermaphus, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Thank you. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. Words tongue-tied. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, I hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. Hope alone. A single misstep will send all to their doom. Nah, you can come, dude. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can appraise his companions. That's something that Ty and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together stronger and greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium will rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit it, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow this talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle, this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel, and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? But if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing your mother back if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it? To see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother. Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss. You would call me a fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition. For the sake of the star, no doubt. Oh. Calm yourself, sir. I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. Sir? Little chill, please. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. Or now you're being a donkey. No, listen not. Listen not, Eric. Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I can never even grasp the rudder. Well, that's not good. I'd say that bodes ill. This was Hephaestus' work, there can be no doubt. It seems he learned from his previous failure. Did he? Hephaestus is a cunning his cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. 'Twas but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is a measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other key wards have had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? Indeed he. It's on our side though. As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric. But whom? Could it have been one of the key wards? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I'd already provoked Eric past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. Now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is yet time to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Yeah, I'll hit him with my fist. Just as with Hesperos, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that we will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, La Brea. Pray, tell us all you know that we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartarus. Of course it is. And your passage shan't be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of it all. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Ty shall shine. Thank you. His dissolute ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it with Hephaestus has had no effect. And doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. We best get on it. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. Meaning? We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? He got you there, buddy. I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel still greater pain. Do you mean to protect Eric with your silence? How dare you? Speak the truth. No. You are right. The blame for Eric's fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. Alright, buddy. What's the deal? The remaining keyword is Adistis. She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But I am unconventional even, yes. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Adistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Adistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what mercy the underworld will be to her. Crikey. Well, you say so, dude. Trust you and your judgment, sir. The seventh circle. Alright, gloves this time, boy. Always remembering gloves. Do they find out? Enjoy. I shall establish control of Abyssos while keeping an eye on your battle. When the dust has settled, Hephaestus will have nowhere left to flee. I sense that Hephaestus has come close to perfecting his image of a Hermephos, which means his research is in its final stage. Well, that's quite doom and gloomy. Eric's mind falls into the hands of the enemy, and he is spirited away to Tartarus, Pandemonium's deepest circle. The only path to his rescue goes through Adistis, alright, whose magics are peerless among the keywords, even more so now that they have been augmented by Hephaestus' endless experimentation. To deliver her soul from suffering and bring Eric to safety, you must face your most daunting foe yet. Well, that's scary because there's been a lot of daunting foes so far, I gotta say. We could real quickly. Mayhaps. Go get that helmet, give us a bit of a boof. A boof. That's not gonna have thingies on it, is it? I'm gonna have to put some on. Oh dear, I'm gonna put some bloody material on it. This one. So make sure we get the right thing. Oakley dokley. Okay. Equip that bad boy. And take this bad boy out of it. Do I want to sort? Probably not. Not yet. Not yet. It's going to put stuff I want to get rid of in places I don't want it to be. We should. No, never mind. Is it going to let me do this? Retrieve material? Again? No. Alright. I'll be right. What could go wrong? It's an interesting little area. Some nice lighting. Clearly a tree. It's gonna be the fairy lady again. Oh, hi. I'm terribly sorry about what's happened to you. Jesus Christ, you've had it worse. You've definitely had it the worst. No one wants to become a tree. Hey. 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 How you doing? Hey. 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 Hey, how you doing? Let's not do that yet. Oh, that's quite a big spot to be hitting them from. This is going to be interesting. Bow of Atis. I assume that's just a... So how do I position on this? Not quite. Oh, it's melee even. Not what I was thinking. Oh, hello. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Okay, everything's fine. Maybe that's the raid one. Nope. Excuse me, coming through. I do love being a Reaper. See, this is why positionals suck. What are you doing? Okay, that's what you're doing. Never mind. My bad. Everyone else got that, I did not. So if he puts his hands up front, go to the back, one of these is going to be you. Well, someone's definitely done this before. I don't... I want to be here? Someone else is here. I guess we probably should have had people on all of them, maybe? Oh, give us a bridge. Guess that doesn't matter. I goofed that. I'm panicking, alright? This is crazy. Okay, we've had a platform like this before, have we? Oh, no thank you. I think you guys probably want to split up. Sneaking suspicion. What is this? Okay, that's the raid line. I didn't see what that was called. Forbidden fruit. Where will they may spawn? Don't like the sound of that. I'm assuming we have to... What are we doing? Someone's here. I don't... Okay, they do AoEs. So I guess they're gonna spawn other ones and they do different things. Okay, probably want to go here then. That one's easy enough. Alright, what's this gonna be? Something different. What do these do? Okay, straight lines. Not gonna lie, I had a sneaking suspicion that might be what they do. Seems like a very third thing in this game. What? Okay, just gonna wait until he gives us the ground, I guess. Thank you, Femus. Shit. Here, and then go behind it. Oh, I'm so lucky if I get lost. It's hard to tell. It was a lot easier with the other platform. I saw people standing there and I was like, wow, I guess that's the place to be. you doing? Creating shit, okay. Fucking... Oh, well, whatever. Everyone was... There was not a lot of fucking space. Ban it. Honestly, I prefer this platform. Thank you. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so AoE. Oh, that's the one where we need to be like, yeah, okay. No! Oh, fucking hell, I meant to just press the sprint. Did I get hit by something there? What did I get hit by? Oh. I don't understand what I got hit by there. And clearly something. I should have fallen off the bloody edge, but somehow didn't. Oh shit, I guess we want to be in these, right? Oh, not yet. Oh no, I suck. I didn't know that was going to happen first. I'm going to die to this, aren't I? Oh, I just wanted to do my duty. Well, I didn't know which one was going to bloody go up first. I did. I should have. It was pretty obvious. Oh, okay. Oh, joyous. Do not appreciate dying to raid-wide damage a game, or die. Okay. Am I just gonna die again? Yep. There's nothing I could do there, my protection had already worn off. Wait for this to happen and then do it. Okay, so we want to be here and then T. Oh, well, both the healers are dead. I think we're bound. Our first wipe. Oh, there's a red mage alive. Maybe. There's hope. They could get a healer up and then the healer could limit rate. Right? Let me break! Let me break! No, great enough. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Oh shit. That's just the two in front of him. Thanks. Sorry! Fucking. I'm just asking to die at this point, aren't I? This is the one we go, yeah, up front. It's an interesting fight, this one. I'm surprised I've not been knocked off by that. I keep forgetting about it. Let's do this. Right. It'll be right. That's just the two up front. Then one does a knockback. Yeah, get out of here. Spark of life, I just summoned shit, man. Oh no. Or maybe it's raid line. Maybe not. That's the summon shit. Okay, now we're into dangerous territory. Okay, that way and that way. Yeah, that's so much easier on this platform than the big one. Alright, this is the... so I want to go... Yeah, I shouldn't as a melee, I don't think, but I know it's safe. Okay. Ah, shit. Shit. I don't know. Okay. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I bet that's not quite so generous with its timing on Savage, eh? Alright, I died on this bit last time. I'm just gonna go over it already. No, I come here first, you can move. I'm not moving. Not my lesson. Again, I shouldn't be over here, I should be there, but whatever, innit? Okay, then we have to go in. There we go, I actually sprinted that time instead. Oh, I guess I was just like slightly ahead last time. That's annoying. I thought the whole of that platform would be safe. Oh, I can see what I did wrong now. Oh, that's not that one. What's this gonna be? The big boys with that, but then that. Assume for Savage there'll be 8 of those instead of 4. Seems like an easy enough way to do that. Okay, this is where we all died last time, right? I'm spamming this. Yeah, we need some big AoE healing, I think. God. I'll use those to try and help out. Well, we got past that bit. Kill me this time. I was dead for this bit, so I'm not sure. I think one of them's a bird and 2 of them are AoE. Oh god. Why do we want to go this way, I assume? Probably better off, like... Oh! Oh, come on. Fuck off. Should have not back combined. Like, clip me through the fucking floor. That was rude. I do not accept that death. Oh god, oh god, okay. Right. I've not got any heals to use, I'm afraid. That was something. God. Probably save the LB in case we need it. Plus there's another Reaper, you can use it. He's been doing better than I have. Okay, we're back to the boring part. I like this one, it's fun. It's different. Okay, so just go here, on the very edge. About here, I think it was. Ooh, that was just off. Could have been very bad. Alright, I think we're safe to use the LB at this point. I don't want to be the one that uses it though. I don't want to be the one that potentially gets everyone killed. I'm doing it. Hey. I didn't die as much that time on the second one. And I refuse to accept the death I had. Nah, I should have positioned myself better. I should have tried to use the knockback immunity. Or something. It was entirely my fault. I was even thinking it while I went up there. Maybe you can knock back. Well, I want to. I might get that. The gloves. I did not roll very high on those. That's concerning. I rolled like a 93 on a minion the other day and still didn't bloody get it. Oh no, it was on a minion, it was on the bloody in the balance thing. Orchestra, and I was so salty because I wanted that one. It's like, I can't even get it when I got a fucking 93 roll. What I gotta do? Welcome to my domain. I own this now. The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of ether and Pandemonium focused keenly on this location. creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, and even then, with great difficulty. Ergo... Oh, hello. If only I could restore Tartarus to order, but I am afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. Oh, bless her. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, Key Ward Agnistus. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spells, even as diminished as you were. It was not an easy task. Even with your aid, his curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotion that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now, even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' command. Some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report then, that was you. Oh, I thought it was the mother. I was wrong. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I've called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Eric. No longer can you hide your heart away. That's him when he was younger then. Hephaestus. No, the mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions with Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. And truly, you have no intention of revealing the truth to Eric. My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Eric believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear to hear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what is to come to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought this body and soul mere tools, to be used and discarded. Even were I to tell him that his mother plotted, he would never ever seek reasons to believe that our true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parent's shadow. What was her plans, I wonder? Eric, I loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you have borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Eric, I hope. Thank you, Agdistis. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Bless her. She's a good egg. Yo, what up? Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. Alright, buddy. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Indeedy, indeedy. Indubitably. Alright. It was Eric's hatred of his father that caused him to fall victim to Hephaestus' magics. Yet the roots of that hatred were born from a son's love. A love nurtured not by a mother caring for her offspring, but by a researcher creating the ideal test subject. Pandemonium abounds with demons indeed. Agdistis was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Oh, thank you. It was very nice of you to say. One final wish. La Habrea would speak further of Athena's fate. Good, because I'm all ears. The vision you saw told this story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of the sense of love or pride. 'Twas merely because she knew he would be the most pileable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Eric could handle the weight of such betrayal, after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemaphoi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to safety, in accordance with Agdistis' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to hide, to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. Alright, buddy, you got this. I believe in you. La Habrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Ty's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intention to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. Only my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Alright, buddy. No, well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Sounds good to me, boy. Alrighty. The 8th circle. Well, last but not least, this shall be interesting. Although they find out. The end is in sight. Return to me safely, friend. If Hephaestus truly means to continue Athena's research, then Eric is indispensable to his goals. He is safe, but for how much longer I cannot say. Okay. Retrieve my materia. You know, funny enough, I'd like to retrieve some more materia. I can't put it on here, can I? No, as far as I can see. I don't have the stuff to repair. But it doesn't seem like it needs repairing yet. You're right. Alright. At last, Hephaestus' wicked plan is laid bare. He aims to use Eric as a tool to resurrect Athena, former chief keyword of Pandemonium. Although his exact motivations remain shrouded in mystery, there is no time for doubt. For every idle moment allows Hephaestus to draw one step closer to completing his grand experiment. You hurry to the hidden experiment compound, that his chain of twisted ambition might be broken at last. Yeah, dude. Alright, let's go to... Razahan. Let's not go to Razahan. Let's halt that for a moment, shall we? Alright, I'm sure this won't be painful. I'm sure this will be easy peasy. Yo, buddy, what up? It's a very pretty area you've got here. My friend, you're having, well, chains.
Erichthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
That boy's choice went too far off. Well, for him it was, but elaborate. Congrats on your look, I guess. Ooh, what's this? That was funky. It's red this time, I assume, because of lime brown. Bring it, boy. Alright, the squares again.
Eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Ow. That was rude.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
I don't like this.
Out of my sight.
Okay. I definitely don't like that.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Sunforge, is he gonna do it the other way around this time? Or...
Let sheep sorrow.
Okay, Sunforge does it at the side, or is it the same? No, it's the same attack. You've got to look at what he's doing. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man.
A fitting death.
I'm not picking up on the difference yet. It's gonna take some time.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
What are you doing, mate? Oh, you grew a tail and some more legs. I mean, if that's what you want, it's your life, you lead it how you want to.
You will know my rage.
Oh god. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. So it's that way then. Oh, I guess there. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. We sort of did it. Ooh, this music. Nice. This sounds familiar.
Perish in flames and
Forge.
brimstone.
You're going in the middle. Right.
Go forth and sate your boundless
Okay,
hunger.
he's doing something with those, so don't be near them, I guess. Go to assume I don't want to be near those two now. Or those two.
From fulgent flame my servants
Okay, which
rise.
one's he doing? I don't... Oh, I hate this. I don't know which one it is. Everyone's in the
Tire
middle.
of this farce.
I still can't... I don't know. I've not seen him do the other one yet, so it's hard to tell.
I shall see my wish
It's just him
fulfilled.
turning into a big boy. Which apparently is his wish fulfilled. Oh no, he's got a tentacle on this time. He's reforged another way.
You are prey to be consumed.
Into the shadows. Yeah, thing. Okay, oh god. What are we doing, team? I dodged. Okay, those were eyes. Just don't look at them, I guess. I accidentally did it right, and I'll take it. Oh, we specify this? Bonus. I assume raid wide. When in doubt, probably raid wide.
Sear flesh from
Mechanic
bone.
torches. Okay. What are they gonna do, baby? Okay. Oh, baby. I think I want to be over here. No, everywhere seemed bad there. I'm the only one that got the thing though. I don't know. Follow you guys? Yeah. Oh, come on.
Leave not
I don't really get
ash
that
in
one.
your wake.
I'll be honest, I'm just following everyone else. Okay, is that gonna be the middle one? I only know because everyone else moved away. And he doesn't seem to do the other one very often for some reason. Makes it hard to figure out what the difference is. I feel like I'm learning nothing about this one.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Alright, he just does some knockbacky stuff, right?
You will know my rage.
So in the middle, from the side, so it's the same thing again, except go over there. And then that, alright. Just move around, basically. Oh shit, yeah. But I wanted to go here. Haha! I was thinking it all along. Yeah. 5 head. Definitely 5 head. Oh, that's shit.
Praying before a god.
Well, this bit's easy enough. So I still don't get Sunforge and the little things that move around on the ground, the flames. I don't get how that's working. Oh, shit.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
This one fine? Yeah. Okay, where are they going? Nice. Ah, shit. Oh, fucking hell. Idiot. Idiot. I'm an idiot.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
Is it on the side or in the middle? I don't fucking know. He's only done it in the middle once. On the sides once, sorry. I don't understand how I'm supposed to figure out the animation difference. What lucky RNG, I guess. I think I might get the flames on the floor now.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
That's something.
You are prey.
This one's not that hard, it's just like 2 of the mechanics, well I think just 1 of the mechanics now. I need to okay, just don't be where they land. Let's just finish him off, right? He's nearly dead. There's a lot going on at once there. Oh, can we not do damage to him? Shit! I'm gonna assume not. No. No, we did do damage, but I guess we should have just focused on that. Oh, well done. Oh, bless the tanks. Alright, so we need clips. Always remember that's love. Okay. Loot. We don't want. We don't want. We don't want. We don't want. We do. There we go. Now we end this. Am I gonna go for that ring if I don't get the gloves? Or am I gonna do this again at some point? This week. Oh, no, I got one. Nice. Oh, I didn't give anyone on a bloody recommend. Oh, shit. Shit. I've got to give a commendation. What a jerk. I've sinned. The chains of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it, and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. Fire, bitch. I see you will not go peacefully. Yeah, you can talk. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Eric's stream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? I mean... My wish? You would claim the name of Hephaestus and call yourself his father. Yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her boy by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared naught for Eric, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide his star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena, and I, the very worst of us. Mother, no. Then who? How do I? Hearken to your heart. I hear you. I owe you, and Themis, an apology. Athena, did you ever? And La Habrea, I will have my say. Nice work, buddy. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Ty's words reach me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. There you go, buddy. Holy shit. He's doing it. Get him. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. True. You worthless. Correct, boyo. Oh. Hello there. Hi there, buddy. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. Interesting. You did well, son. Oh. Oh, sweet. Where are we? Big circle, my boy. Is that like DNA? That one that's supposed to be? With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Eric above. That he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Coolio. Truth imperfect. Mahabrea is looking at Eric with concern. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is not on the worse for wear. Hey buddy, nice of you to join the party. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? Aye, apparently. I see. Despite his muddled senses, Eric felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Lahabrea, was that how— oh shit. Indeed, it was naught but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. So is that the same for all of the crystals then? Are they missing parts of themselves because of them? I wonder. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance had shone us all. Even the other members of the Words of Lahabrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she, that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of Lahabrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. Well, we met some people that could do that. The EA, right? They regretted it. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory. A means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strengths of another, and the result could be something greater than we ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further. Curious about every detail along the way, our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something more. I take it I was born not soon after. That seems like a yes to me. Just so. I believe she bore true affection for me, and was so blinded to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built, and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agistus to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule, as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. Flashback, hologram time, I assume? Might getting fucking hung up a lot, you aren't you, buddy? Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors and helpers, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick are you to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agistus forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once, release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but did you not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child? You have an interest in my motivations, what possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great Brea, to embark upon the path to her downfall. History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, Brea, and some shit shall be said that I missed. For some bloody reason. Impossible. You bonded your souls? Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. They shouldn't have dialogue boxes that you can only read in a certain amount of time when it's not voiced. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become the memory and mind. And I thee. She's coming back. She's gonna be the villain of the third part, isn't she? Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh, and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. So is that what they do when they transform into a big monster? Is it the same process, I wonder? How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. And will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten inside spreads. 'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. I dare cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as La Habrea. That's pretty cool. Like the artwork. Kinda. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Egorum and Emmett Selk in particular made plain the suspicion they harbored. I bet he did. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make us use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I'd never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. You used the crystal she created? Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should. Yet in truth, he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to our other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? I reckon so, yeah. What does your heart tell you? I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother. The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Using that music's cheating game. Any tears earned by us do not count. I have said all that needs to be said. From this moment forward, I pledge that my heart shall not lead me astray. Hephaestus was far more than an imitation of La Habrea. He was quite literally a part of him. But La Habrea to me is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that was Hephaestus' represented, he shall become ever more himself, in a way. Sounds like a good... I'm sure that does sound like a good thing, actually. Depending on how you take it. I've heard enough. There's more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gate. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Alrighty, well, I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming. Alright. Buddy, we have regained complete control of the facility, but it shall take some time yet until things are in working order again. Athena viewed Eric as the ideal test subject. Hephaestus' research must have been very nearly complete to seek him out like he did. I owe you an apology, Ty. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you my thanks. If you and Famous hadn't chosen to berate the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never have known La Habrea's story, my father's story. No worries, buddy. 'Twas a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azam upon my return. Couldn't help but wonder how much of this he foresaw. Have a good chat with me. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartarus, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. This is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another? Yeah, buddy. It's what sent me here in the first place. Well, imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process. Okay, so they didn't put the source in the others. Storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, and Azam, was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Well, it is in the future, so it could be any of you, really. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. I don't think so. That test may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more from you. Return at your leisure, and we'll share our results then. We've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave loose ends to us, and continue upon your journey. Or, if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of Azam. As well it should. He pledged to keep moving until he has every corner of the world. He's seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Till then, my friend. What? Sounds good to me. I look forward to your returning with the crystal. But worry not, I shall try my level best to stave off loneliness while you're at it. We'll go talk to Azam, he'll keep you company. As you may have noticed, during our battle, La Habrea's mask crowns me when I've transformed. It is said that we manifest in a way that reflects our innermost selves. I'd thought that the mask was a symbol of the chains that bound my heart, but recent events have caused me to reconsider that assumption. The crystal that hangs from Eric's waist was a gift from me, made in the hopes that it would spark growth in his aptitude for magic. It is plain he no longer requires it, but I see no reason he cannot wear it for a while longer. That ain't nice. Alright. Let's go back here, shall we? Lovely jubbly. Jubbly bubbly. Get the gloves while I'm out. Come to Papa. Come to Papa, you know you want to. Yes. Yes. Definitely the right one, definitely the right one. Okay. Just checking. Why, if it isn't Ty. Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Clyden commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now I've quite lost track of where he might be. Who could have seen that coming? And to make matters worse, Nemiji has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the Ethereal Sea. I was just on my way to the Altioscope, in fact. Please, you must come with me. Sure. I'd love to go back down there. Is it going to be Athena? Oh. Well, that's concerning. What is Pandemonium doing here? What is that? Is it real? Why is it whenever danger visits the world, you're never far behind? Oh, Forshno, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. And you too, Professor Cloyden's assistants, I take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. I don't know that I have a very good one for you. Something to do with Athena, I would assume. Well, the research summary submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern. These details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Azizla, but we know not whether he even reached his destination. You can send me? A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the Ethereal Sea, Pandemonium, was it? Cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled, so as to minimize the panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the Ethereal Sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. And moi? At present, we have 4 more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Even. Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must appraise the forum of what has occurred here. Have fun. Alright, we'll hop to it, I guess. Not you, sir. Just when we need him the most, Professor Cloyden remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp it, so that means I can't take it to La Habrea then. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party of phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder, if the facility itself traversed the ages, did the creations within do the same? What of the key wards? But answers to those questions shall come in time, I'm sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortuno asked, and write that report. As for you, Ty, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. I bet you will. The appearance of Pandemonium has sent ripples throughout the Ethereal Sea, which have been observed as far off as Famozane. though access to the altioscope has been temporarily restricted while the researchers go about their business. I'm sure exceptions can be made for one such as you. I don't think I have a reason to go down there, so... I shall do as Master Fashiono commanded and compile our research before sending it before the Forum. Paperwork of all manner has been my forte since before I was even a student. There goes the investigation. Sometimes I think I should have stopped Professor Cloydon from departing on his journey, even if I had to resort to force. He's a brilliant researcher, to be sure, but at times like this I'm reminded of how difficult he can be. While he usually is calm and collected in his methods, once he catches scent of a new discovery, he quite loses sight of his surroundings, and his opinions often become intraceable. I am sure he departed upon his journey in high spirits, but I'm afraid that his extreme focus might have made him throw caution to the winds. Even so, he's not one to falter in the face of unforeseen obstacles. Though I admit, it becomes ever more difficult as moments pass by. I must have faith that he will return unharmed. Alright, buddy. Okay, well, that was fun. So, just bang that down there, I guess. Ooh, looking forward to seeing where it goes next time.